Today it wasn't the Mariners' offense that was the problem. It was the umpire and starting pitching. And I'm not going to blame everything on the umpire. The inning should have been over in the third. Here's the score sheet. That's Seattle. As you can see, not much. They did score 7 runs, 6 runs. They messed up. And that is Boston. So yeah, there's that. I'm gonna have to fix that in a minute. But it was one of those games where you're just thinking to yourself, this is going to be a good game. Logan Gilbert goes out, gets the first 6 outs, easy. Mariners get a base runner, I think, in the second. Can't remember exactly, but we had a pretty early on base runner. It was Mitch Haniger. Mitch Haniger was our first base runner, so that was the third inning. So it was a pretty good move, or a pretty good. You're vibing there. You're like, okay, Haniger's on base. Let's see what happens. See what happens. Moving on. Nope. Then bottom of the third, Logan gets a couple of outs, and he's got 2 strikes on a guy, and the umpire calls a strike 3 a ball, which leads to a wild, the worst at bat in Logan Gilbert's uh, a 12 pitch at bat that ended up with Abreu singling, and then yeah, it scored a couple of runs. There was a wild pitch in there. There's just so much wrong. I'm not going to go through everything that happened in the game because that's just too much. Now Logan Gilbert's final line was 2 2/3 innings, pitched, lost, 7 runs, 7 earned, 7 hits. Actually, it might have been 8 runs. 7 runs, 7 hits, no walks, struck out 4. Mariners struck out 15 times while striking out their opponent 9. Mariners walked once, issued 2 walks. That's pretty much a wash. I'm not too worried about that. Mariners gave up 16 hits while having 10. And they scored 7 runs on those 10 hits. Rosarena and Cal went back to back. Rosarena got his first home run as a Mariner. That made me incredibly happy to see how excited he was for that. I absolutely loved seeing that. I don't know what's going to happen in the future with these guys. But another thing that happened is the Mariners acquired Turner from Toronto, Justin Turner from Toronto for an outfielder prospect. Turner is 39 years old. Toronto played a Baltimore doubleheader today. So first base, third base, Justin Turner, and cash considerations for RJ 29 prospect. Turner said that we're in a dogfight. The Blue Jays played in Baltimore last night or tonight, and so it's very possible that he could be in Seattle tomorrow. Uh, he's somebody who we could use to either upgrade that designated hitter or first or third base. Mitch Garver has essentially cemented himself as the backup catcher for the remainder of the season, which I'm totally fine with that. But having Justin Turner as a bat that can be the DH would be great. We'll see what happens tomorrow with the trade deadline. A lot of people mad at the ump for making that call, but the thing is, like, yeah, that call didn't end the inning, but Logan gave up a bunch of doubles and a bunch of runs after that. And by doing that, he showed that, like, we have some issues to work out with pitching. Our bullpen looked pretty decent. We used Spire, Snyder, Thornton, and Saucedo today. Sauce was got 2 quick outs, walked a guy, and then got another quick out. Absolutely amazing. Thornton looked horrible. He gave up most of the other runs and annoyed me. And Snyder gave up a couple. Uh, the Red Sox starter had 103 pitches when he got pulled at 6 2/3 innings. So that was actually pretty good that we got that off the starter. It's just you want to knock the starter out earlier in the game. So like it's one of those things that if you don't do, that's going to lead to problems. And as we saw, it led to problems with the Mariners losing by a touchdown today. So yeah, that's game 106. See you later.